Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Libra, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Libra, I hope that you are well. I'm going to be doing your reading today, one card from the Human Spirit Oracle for the overall energy, and the Pope Tarot for the tarot reading. So cards have been pre-shuffled and candles are burning and Palo Santo has been burned. So can I please have one overall energy for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, please? Spirits, angels, guides, one card. Thank you for Libra. One of my favorites, and one of my favorite things to say. It's the number 15, though, which corresponds to the Devil card in the Major Arcana. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, who represents the devil energy in the tarot, or you could be dealing with some unruly things right now. The card is not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkeys. And we can see here inside of his kind of chest area and his solar plexus, his little monkey there on a kind of in a balcony or on a stage. The carousel at the top. So very whimsical, definitely disturbing. I find the expression on his face very disturbing. All that kind of exaggerated theater makeup. His little lapel, or I don't know what you call it here, it says tickets. So it's kind of like this, in a way, when you have tickets to something, it's kind of like you have an invitation to attend. And so there could be some energy in your orbit that is chaotic, and it's like you have a front row seat. It's like when you see office gossip and you're just there, you're not a part of the gossip, but you're observing the gossip and you're just kind of eating your popcorn while the chaos is unfolding in front of you. So if it's work or if it's family, I feel as though you are a witness to something right now, which, you know, ignorance is bliss, and sometimes it isn't even good to be a witness, but there you could find yourself in unwittingly in a situation that you're just kind of on the sidelines for. But the number 15 Devil card kind of suggests that we don't want to be too embroiled with gossip, right? Because gossip has a way of kind of rearing its ugly head. It's very low vibration. Sometimes the gossip is just too salacious, and I don't know, for me sometimes it's just hard to resist, but it's just one of those things. So I don't really have a warning or anything coming through. Spirit's not telling me to warn you, but it just could be describing a situation right now. And you can even see here the monkey has its hand over its mouth. It's like, oh my god, you know, I can't believe it. Right, so let's see what the tarot has to say. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, and future. Let's see, 5 cards already down on the table. One more for Libra, please. Angel, spirits, guides, messages, thank you. Okay, so 6 cards on the table. The past energy. You got Major Arcana number 0, the Fool energy. Starts the Major Arcana, starts the tarot. The tarot is made up of 78 cards in a typical deck. First 22 cards are called the Major Arcana, and they describe divinely guided energies. So something where your spirit guides or the universe has a very large part to play. And the universe always has a part to play, but we have free will, and so the universe only steps in when you're asking for guidance, asking for help, or you need it to get back onto your path. So the Fool card starts the tarot, and it talks about taking a great leap of faith as an adult. It's almost like you find your childlike spirit again, your spirit of adventure, your spirit of taking risks, but they're a little calculated, right? We're not moving blindly into things because we're adults now. We have experience under our belts, but you're walking into something new with kind of a lot of gusto, a lot of confidence, head held high. It's clarified by another Major Arcana, the Temperance. Haven't seen this card pop out for any of the other readings in this series of general readings. So Major Arcana number 14 is Sagittarius energy. Says part man, part woman, all angel, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. So kind of like 1 foot in the emotional realms and 1 foot that's very grounded. So from a grounded place, we're able to access our emotions and use our emotions to inform us, and vice versa. I suddenly got like a very sharp pain right behind my right eye, and it's kind of radiating all the way back, like right here, which I didn't feel when I sat down for your reading, so could have something to do with it. Almost, there's something that's like being split in two, and it's hurting like right here. Maybe you're of two minds about something, right? Not my circus, not my monkeys. It's kind of like I see the situation unfolding in front of me, but it's not my business. But perhaps I have information that could help the situation, but it's not my business. So you could be torn. Temperance is a card of patience. So it's interesting because this one seems like it's a little like, let's take a leap of faith, fly by the seat of our pants, go off on a great adventure. And this card is kind of like, whoa there, buddy, hold your horses. Let's think things through. Let's, look at what we have and how can we use it to our advantage? How can we make the most of something, right? Temperance is tempering energy. So it's this process of alchemization where we turn one thing into another. So I always like to use the example of turning pain into power, learning from our mistakes and growing from them. That's the process of the Temperance card. So I'm going to ask for, thank you, clarifier for these energies. You got the Justice card in the reverse, another Major Arcana. That's 3 Major Arcanas in your past energy, and you have more coming. So Spirit really has their hand in everything. And this is your card, Libra. The Justice card is Libra, Major Arcana number 11. You showed up in your own reading. You showed up in reverse, though. Which kind of tells me that you're not feeling quite like yourself, and you know it. There's like a puzzle piece missing. The Justice card talks about karmic balance, talks about contracts and court cases, and rules and regulations and abiding by those things. This is such a unique Justice card too, because there's so many flames behind her. So, there could be something throwing caution to the wind. It's almost like, knowing the rules to break the rules. You're all about fairness. But I find sometimes that it's the Libras I know, very, very intelligent individuals, but they are very much knowing the rules to break the rules. So it's not that they're going to be unfair to others, but rather a sense of fairness unto oneself might be up for debate. And what do I mean by this? It's kind of like, let me use just a really pedestrian example. You know that the return policy at a grocery store or a clothing store is 14 days. It says it right there on the receipt. 14 days, those are the rules. You know it, it's very clear. And yet you feel as though you can justify why you can return it after 30. Whatever t-shirt you bought, oh, well, you know, you just didn't like it anymore, you want to return it. You shop at that store all the time. I'm a long-time customer, and you should make an exception for me because I'm a long-time customer. I understand it says 14 days on the receipt. However, it doesn't seem fair to me because I'm a long-time customer, right? I'm not necessarily saying that you do this, but this is the energy that I'm picking up, so I have to say it. So that could be somebody around you. The Justice card is in reverse, and it's almost like somebody is making an exception. Okay, I never usually do this, but just this one time. Right, and then we can go into a little bit of devil energy, a little bit of chaotic, a little bit of we're watching the show. Take that as it resonates. That's in the past energy. 3 major arcanas, though, it's no joke. Right, so it's almost like you felt compelled to participate. But in that energy, there might have been an opportunity or an instance where you might have betrayed your better judgment. So just take that as it resonates. I'm just going to ask for one more card. What was at stake here? What are we talking about? 8 of Wands. Some information that came in quickly. 8 of Wands talks about, it's the fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it talks about fast action and fast communication, almost as if you learned some information and perhaps you didn't feel like you could sit on it, like you had to say something. You just had to say something. Right? And maybe it went against your better judgment, but you just had to reveal it. That's very interesting. Spirit, I don't know who, maybe one of you said this out loud, I don't know, but I just heard, oh, she caught me. She caught me. Now, I'm not catching anything. I have no idea what this is about, but this is the energy I feel. Maybe this has to do with somebody in your orbit. They got caught. They got caught, and they just kind of, maybe it was like, you know, I can justify things, and like I can kind of put myself out there and justify things, right? But I don't feel, you know, I don't necessarily feel like, did anybody get hurt because of this? I don't necessarily think so, at least not on the front end. But things like gossip, they're never really good. We all do it. I'm also guilty of it. But, you know, just don't expect it not to return in your direction, right? What we put out, we get back, just like a boomerang. In the current energy, you got the High Priestess clarified by the moon. So I would not be surprised if you were dealing with a Pisces. High Priestess and the moon, both Pisces. Pretty big deal, actually. It's very strong. Can also refer to Cancer energy with the moon. Water energy for sure. So lots of feelings, lots of emotions, lots of psychic downloads, lots of intuition at stake. The High Priestess sits at the veil between worlds. She's a character in the major arcana that just somehow understands a situation with a sixth sense, that she can go into a room and read that room, read the energy, pick up on micro expressions and subtle cues and turns of phrases and tones of voices. It's just like when you're in High Priestess energy. Thank you, Spirit. When you're in High Priestess energy, it's like your brain is an intuitive supercomputer, and it happens so quickly that you don't even realize you're doing anything. But the gut instinct and the pineal gland are working, and they can just see everything. With the moon energy, talks about secrets, illusion, and confusion. The moon is all about what is hidden, a little bit of trickery, but not, it's like a trick of our eyes. You know, when it's dark in your bedroom at night, you're drifting off to sleep and you kind of see an object in your room that you know what it is, but it almost seems like it takes on a different shape. It's like a trick of your eye and a trick of your imagination. So there could be something here where you could be questioning your intuition. Like, did I really just see what I just saw? And kind of wondering to yourself if you can trust your intuition. I think you can trust your intuition, but I'm going to get a clarifier on the present energy, High Priestess and the moon. Lots of cards came out. 4 cards came out. 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords, 6 of Wands, 3 of Wands in reverse. This right here, Queen of Swords, is Libra energy. Queen of Swords is somebody who kind of reminds me of Joan of Arc, but somebody who is very much concerned with the truth and nothing but the truth. So, almost as if your intuition picked up on something and then you started to demand answers and you weren't willing to wait. There's that sense of not waiting again, right? This was very fast action, fast communication. This is, you know, in the upright, the 3 of Wands is kind of waiting for the results of something. And in the reverse, it's like, well, I'm not waiting anymore, right? 6 of Wands talks about a victory, public recognition, fame. But I'm more concerned with the public recognition aspect. Things are coming into the public eye, the public consciousness. And the 9 of Cups in the reverse of somebody's wish fulfillment not really panning out. I specifically, this might resonate for like one person, I specifically saw somebody, not you per se, but somebody calling off an engagement, quiet quitting a job, and somehow you're privy to this information. Some kind of secret that eventually will become public. And it might be a good thing for that person, you know, like maybe they were in a loveless relationship and they didn't want to really get married, or maybe they were in a job that they hated and they wanted to quit, right? Eventually I feel like things will come to the surface, but it does require or does involve something that turned out to not be something good, like didn't turn out to be a wish fulfillment. So I think that your instincts are correct here. It's just that there's some things you don't know. And somehow, it depends on who this is, but it's important for you to know all the facts and figures. So this could be, if this is not describing a situation with you, it could be describing somebody very close to you, like a best friend or a family member. You know, and again here, not my circus, not my monkeys. And yet, somehow Libra is getting a little caught up. So far, I don't feel Spirit saying, Libra, you got to watch yourself. I don't feel like they're saying that. You're a Libra, so you know what is just and what is fair. So you make the decision. I'm just reading the cards here. And the future potential. 5 of Swords in the reverse. This is air energy. Clarified by the Page of Wands. I recently, in like a few readings ago, I called this card, or I referred to this card as like putting on a show. Oh, if they're gonna look, I'm gonna give them something to look at. That's how I see this Page of Wands. So in the future potential, 5 of Swords in reverse, this is kind of like saying, you know what, there's no competition here. I'm not interested, you know, not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm not interested in getting a little too close for comfort or being wrapped up in anybody's drama. You know, I've kind of been there, done that. I don't want to get too wrapped up in it. However, I will stand in the corner and look fabulous, and I will, you know, if anybody asks me, I can, it's like I have information that they're gonna remember, right? The tickets to the show, I just saw that, tickets again. It's like tickets, get your tickets here. Libra, I'm thinking of like 2 Libras in particular that are very much like this, and they are lovely people. Lovely. But when the gossip is juicy, and it's low vibration, Libra. It's low vibration. And I know you're saying not my circus, not my monkeys, but it's almost like Spirit is showing me those memes on like TikTok or Instagram where there's like neighbors just screaming at each other down the street, and then from the perspective of the TikToker, it's like they're vacuuming their sidewalk because they're just like, oh, I'm just doing housework, but I'm kind of looking to see what's going on, but I'm just doing housework. I don't know, you know, like I'm not getting involved, but I'm just curious as to what they're yelling at, right? That's how I see you right now, or I see whoever I'm reading for. It's salacious, whatever this is. Can I get a clarifier on the 5 of Swords in reverse and the Page of Wands? Okay, so 3 cards. 4 of Pentacles, the Tower in reverse. Oh man, you know, it's just, this card is the one. This card is the one that's like, who, me? I don't have any information. I'm just having drinks with friends. We're not talking about anything, right? 4 of Pentacles, Tower, 3 of Cups in reverse. So 4 of Pentacles, you're holding your cards close to your chest. You're not stupid. There's not going to be a tower, or not on my watch. That's what I just heard. Not on my watch. Nothing's going to fall apart on my watch. And don't worry. It's like you're saying, don't worry, honey. Everything is under control. There's not going to be any hen party here. There's no gossip. But I do see you kind of putting whatever information that you have in your back pocket. It's almost like if this guy's jacket was closed, you would never know that there was anything happening behind, right? So this is such a strange reading. I'm going to ask Spirit what their advice is, because clearly I can see it's a very specific scenario. Very specific. One of you or some of you out there have some very salacious information, and you're just trying to mind your P's and Q's, trying to keep everything steady, just giving off the appearance that, you know, I'm just minding my own business, I'm just doing my work, I'm just, you know, being the good kid. I don't know. What do I, you know, I don't know what you're referring to. Emperor in reverse. That's the advice from Spirit. Emperor is major arcana number 4, Aries energy. Talking about somebody who is in a position of control. And so Spirit is kind of saying, just be careful, because you might end up an unwitting ringmaster of this circus, and lose control in the process. So there was a little bit of a warning here. There was a little bit of a warning here. It's like, don't become the nexus point for the chaos. If you're just an innocent bystander, remain an innocent bystander. That's your advice from Spirit. But you're going to do what you want to do. Libra, what a weird reading, but I enjoyed it. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Libra.